What do we want to talk
You
about?
want to have like you want to do a blooper funny one, or you want to do an actual one that can potentially be, well, they both could potentially be posted.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking maybe some bloopers.
All right. ChatGPT. I've heard people call it ChatGTP, GTP, TPG.
Isn't it GPT?
I know it has a G, a P, and a T, but I've heard people just butcher those three.
Have you played with it?
I did.
And what do you think?
It's some stuff is pretty impressive, and sometimes it's just it's like a 2-year-old. It doesn't know what it's saying. But overall, it's actually pretty good because I would say 70% of the time, it will save you the hassle of scrolling down through Google's answers or clicking or avoiding the ads that always show up on the top. So I think it's pretty good. I like it. How about you? What do you think about it?
Well, what I thought was amazing was I had the sales team and the marketing team play with it. And not one of them said I couldn't navigate through it. So, and myself included, I benchmarked it and it wasn't that difficult to use. So at least the ease of use, I think, will make technology a little bit less elusive. Because, you know, when you hear these big words like AI, it's scary because you think, oh, that's something, as a business user, that's something that's really far out, right? And to be able to have a marketing or a revenue team be able to play with it and synthesize and it kind of bring back certain commands is very empowering to the regular user that would regularly be intimidated by it. So I think that that's promising because when you have more people utilizing a technology, it demystifies it and makes it more accessible. So just that, I said, okay, well, it's empowering people, and that's good.
It's definitely a business friendly. I mean, it's as is today. It can replace a lot of like very basic functions. Like it can write a very, very good article on its own. Just give it the topics and how you want the style to be, and it just spits it out. Mm-hmm. So that puts all these blog writers' job at risk. Like, whoa, no.
Why do we always go there, though? Why do we always go there?
And then guess what? I asked it last time to give me like a little snippet of code that uses, I think, Facebook authentication API or something, and it spit some Python code that did that. I was like, whoa, this thing can spit code. Now, I didn't run it, but I should have run it.
Well, I think that, again, why do we always go there? Why do we think, oh, it's going to replace Google? I've heard that. Oh, this thing is so powerful, it's going to replace Google. So now Google has to one-up it and roll out its
they just did, right? They just previewed their, I think, early this week.
Did they? I thought they were going to unveil it in Google I/O.
No, they mentioned it. Oh, they meant the name, I think. I don't know what it was, but yeah, they're gonna have to come up with their own.
Yeah, that's what they said. But again, why do they say, oh, it's gonna go away with Google? Oh, it's gonna go away with the bloggers and content writers. Oh, it's gonna do away with programmers one day. So it's like, don't fear technology, embrace it.
I know. It's obviously gonna take it's going to have to reskill some of the people out there, just like the robots did to the factory workers 40 years ago. I mean, this is the brain version of it. It's like the muscles were replaced, now we're replacing the brain. But not all of it, of course. For every factory worker that was replaced, obviously by a robot, well, we needed a mechanical engineer, an industrial engineer, a technician. Like these robots, they don't make themselves, right? So it's just a matter of reskilling. But I do think that beyond reskilling, just from an engineering point of view, right? If this thing can actually, I love coding. So if you can spin up a project for you with preloaded objects and models and stuff that can basically understand from what you tell it, and then you just get in there and rewire some of the major logic in there. I mean, that's pretty impressive already. I don't see it as gonna replace humans, but it's definitely gonna make their job a lot easier.
Well, I think maybe the quantum computing power is not there yet to be able to have such a sophisticated AI model. We will get there because I know humans are extremely smart and ingenuity just runs in our veins, most of us. And we're always trying to find the next like big thing. So I know that quantum computing will get there and we will be able to create very impressive models, but we're not there yet. And from now to getting there, I think we have some time to pivot. My son, for example, he sees the screen, he has the phone on while he's playing a game. So literally 3 active screens, literally taking on 3 different, completely different things, watching a movie, looking the commentary of the actual game that he's playing, and he's processing really all that in lightning speed. So I really doubt that, since he's so computer savvy and so he's so used to taking in so much information and processing so much information, I don't know if he's going to want to do the job that I would want to do, right? So I think reskilling and upskilling talent is just, it's part of human nature. It's how we evolve, right? And we had the industrial revolution where you had all the manufacturing companies, and then we moved to a service-based economy, and this is just the next thing. This is just the next kind of transition on where we need to be.
Yeah, AI is definitely here to stay, and it's going to get even better and scarier. In scary in a good way, I hope. But I do think that we do need to stop thinking of fail-safes for when AI does potentially go rogue. And yeah, I do think that's very important. Just like we have fail-safe for machines, where you can hit the red button and it stops, I think AI definitely needs something like that. But for the time being, hey, it definitely can multitask better than I can. It definitely can probably make logical decisions faster than I can.
Maybe.
But I still have better empathy than AI so far. We'll see if it can catch up.
I don't know. Emotions. When you're talking about like, hey, you're gonna have to do a fail-safe and all that, I think emotions play a lot into it. Like our human brains are extremely, they're processing at lightning speed. I don't know, and we've got the EQ and the IQ side. I don't know if they can process emotions as well as we do.
We don't know.
And again, maybe sometimes the quantum computing power will be able to create those algorithms in order for it to feel like we feel and think like we think and react the way we react.
I'm not gonna claim that I'm the expert on any type of emotion, but I don't know what emotions are made of. Are they in the heart? Are they in the brain? Are they electrical signal? Is there some logic behind the emotion? Hey, if there's logic behind the emotion, AI is gonna get it. If I take away your chocolate, you're gonna cry. All right, that's logical. So the AI will act the same way. If you unplug my friend, I'm gonna get sad, and I might just do something to you that you're not gonna like. That's scary. Now it's computers protecting computers.
The optimistic side of me says that it'll be difficult to crack.
They'll be nice. You think machines are always going to continue to be nice to us?
No, I mean, there's going to be an eventuality where, what are those movies where they take over, right? I think that by then we would have had some type of legislation or compliance around security and around information, because right now it is kind of the Wild West, right?
Yeah, it is. You know what would be really scary? If computers teamed up with robots.
Oh my God, you're going into like movie territory.
That would be a really
Paramount
really
Pictures,
scary.
don't take this. This is
Imagine robots will be protecting all the power plants, making sure the computers stay up.
Yeah.
Right.
So then, GPT.
GPG.
Yay or nay? Yay or nay?
Yeah.
Hopeful?
To be determined. We'll wait and see.
I just love the revolution it's causing. Call me the warrior. Call me the rebel. I just love to see an industry that never seems to kind of stop amazing us
It's definitely
throw
shaking
something
things
at
up.
us.
It's definitely shaking things up. I think the best we can hope for, which it seems like it's gonna do at least for the near to midterm, is make people's lives easier and more comfortable and better. I mean, I can see a million good use in technology, in science, in medicine. I mean, if you're just able to save lives, imagine this model gets so smart if they can predict hurricanes and earthquakes. And the sky's
Yeah.
the limit as far as the good that these AI models can do. Yeah, I was a little bit somber there when I talked about the scary AI bots, but in reality, yeah, they will do more good before they even do any bad. I mean, obviously, there's going to be accidents in the process. That's normal. It's like any other technology. It's like cars, it's like airplanes, like any technology we invent. Every now and then, there's a little hiccup, but for the most part, the benefit will outweigh the.
Yeah. I think just part of us surviving as humans, we tend to fear the unknown as a survival mechanism. So when we hear these things like AI, it just tends to make us scared. And I think, as you mentioned, if we lean into that positive side and know that humanity is going to somehow work it out, we let them in. And I just like that it's making it easy. It's easy to experiment with it.
Well, to positively be determined.
We'll see.
All right. Well, Josie, it was nice chat GPTing with you. And one last word.
No. Like, subscribe, join us. That's it.
What she said.
Yeah.